Hello, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to day 17 of the stories of the prophets. We hope everybody's doing well. As always, with every episode, we like to wish everybody happy Ramadan. Again, we hope it's going well. We hope you're getting a lot of blessings, getting a lot of reward for this blessed month that it has to offer. So, again, happy Ramadan. I know we say it quite often, but it is true though, because at the end of the day, it is a blessed month, and it's good to enjoy it while it's here, because before you know it, 30 days is gone and Eid is here, and then you're celebrating. So today I'm going to be telling you the story about Prophet Dhul-Kifl. It's a bit of a mystery, his story. The literal meaning of the name Dhul-Kifl is possessor of the fold, or possessor of giving. This name signifies that he was a prophet who gave more than what was required of him. He gave, quote, double or multiple in his prayers, worship, and deeds. Wherever what was required of him, he did more for the sake of pleasing Allah. Another possible interpretation that is, as a prophet of Allah, he bore double the responsibility. For example, one account suggests that he was responsible for fasting during the day and devoting himself to prayer and worship during the night, and being a judge among the people. This required him to having complete mastery over his emotions and avoiding showcasing signs of anger. And keep in mind, the exact nature of Dhul-Kifl's role, or the reason behind this title, remains quite a matter of speculation. So two verses in the Quran, while honouring Dhul-Kifl, provide limited information about him, leading to a variety of options regarding his exact status. Scholars debate whether Dhul-Kifl was a prophet of Allah or a saint. One theory suggests that Dhul-Kifl might be the biblical prophet Ezekiel. However, this connection is not sustained. The strongest opinion of Dhul-Kifl is a prophet of Allah, given to the verse where he is mentioned alongside Ismail and Idris, who I've mentioned before in previous stories. The logic conclusion would be that since his name was listed among other prophets, he must too be a prophet of Allah, and Allah knows best. Imam ibn Jajari narrated that he was not a prophet, but a righteous man, and provided further insight into the Prophet's life. When Prophet Yasser grew old, he was looking to appoint a successor who could help guide the Israelites and needed someone with a calm demeanour and a clear mind. He assembled a group of companions who set out 3 conditions that believed would be a testament to a great leader. The person who will be considered my replacement is one who fasts year around during the day and remembers Allah in prayer throughout the night, and must never lose his temper. A relatively unknown person who had held in contempt by the people stood up and offered himself for the job. Prophet Yasser asked himself whether these 3 conditions were met. The man replied yes to all 3, but Yasser did not believe his claim and rejected him for whatever reason. A few more days passed. Yasser gathered a group again and repeated that if his conditions were met, everybody remained seated beside the same man. Yasser, seeing his persistence, appointed the man to serve as his deputy. But truly, to test the man's will, he asked a few people to try to persuade the man into doing something that will result in him being removed from his deputy. They all tried, and they all failed. Then Iblis, Satan, offered his services to Yasser. "Leave him to me, I will take care of him." At this point, the man developed a routine that involved fasting during the day and making prayers and remembering Allah throughout the night. In the afternoon, he would take a nap to rejuvenate himself, and Idris had welcomed him in and began to ramble on about the cruelty and injustice of what he suffered. He stretched the story so long that no time was spared for the man's daily nap. The man offered to visit Iblis in the court the next day so that justice will be done for him. The man waited for Iblis the next day, but he did not turn up. The next morning he waited for him again, and again did not turn up. Finally, right before the man was about to take his routine nap, he then turned up and started banging on the door. Time for my own thoughts on this story. So Prophet Dhul-Kifl had one of the best demeanours ever, and it's a great characteristic to carry on, especially when you're old and you're an adult, is to remain calm. Today in society, when something doesn't work out for somebody, they throw a rampage. It's always, oh, this didn't work out for me, that didn't work out for me, I hate myself, and there's that. You spend too much time stressing out over something that wasn't meant to happen in the beginning. You don't seem to realize, okay, maybe this didn't work out, but something else is due to work out for me down the line. That is the kind of approach you need to take to life. As that saying goes, it's a bit cliche, but it's a fact of life. When one door closes, a better one is due to open. For example, you don't get a job that you are after. Okay, fine, it didn't work. You're upset for a few days. It's natural. It's part of human nature. But then down the line, another job's going to come knocking on your door and saying, hi, yeah, you applied for this job earlier last week. Yeah, we would like to offer you for it. And you never know, you could be earning double the salary compared to the job that you were being offered in the first place. And then you wasted time being stressed over nothing, over something that wasn't meant to be. But be grateful. Something, the universe, God, whatever it is people believe in, provided you something to a better passage. And that is the most beautiful thing Prophet Dhul-Kifl had. Regardless of whatever happened, he never lost his anger. People were insulting him, he never lost his anger. People abused him, never lost his anger. That is how you should be in life. If people are going to be abusive to you, if they're going to be rude to you, just don't stoop to their level. That is the whole thing. That is what he thought. That is what he was going through. That's the best mentality to have. Wherever people are being abusive, just don't stoop to their level. Let them go on. That is a sign of a weak individual who does nothing but bark all day, but doesn't do anything about it. When it comes to, say, for example, I'm just using this as a metaphor. When you see two boxers on a podium, you have one boxer who's quiet, and then you have another boxer who's a loudmouth. The loudmouth's going to say, oh, I'm going to do this to you, I'm going to do that to you, I'm going to do this to you. And then the quiet one's just nodding the head, shaking the head, okay, fine. Doesn't even say the words, okay, fine. Just sits there being very quiet. Who do you think is more dangerous? Always the quiet one. Because the quiet one has nothing to prove to the loudmouth, or the loudmouth is saying something. As the saying goes, the loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. But thankfully, the Prophet Dhul-Kifl never backed down. He never backed down. He just stayed quiet. He never stooped to people's levels. He just knew what he had to do and be done with it. That's why he stayed up all night long. He prayed. He worshipped everything. He was grateful for what he had. And that's a great characteristic to have. A great personality, part of your personality. Having a calm demeanour. People get snappy every day. What's the point? Absolutely nothing. So I hope you liked today's lesson and today's video. We got a lot more coming your way. You all know the drill. Click subscribe, turn on notifications. We are going to finish off the month with more stories of the prophets and more stories coming your way as well. Again, from everybody at Addi, wish you all the best and God bless you all.